All right. And all right, so we're talking about another episode of The Walking Dead. This one is season 8, episode 12, and I still don't remember to look up the names of these episodes. So we're just gonna go.
Them?
Yeah, they name them. Like
Oh,
last
cool.
week's was Dead or Alive or, and it's like ...
Who
and that's
gives
what.
a
Dead
shit?
or alive.
We're on season 8, episode 12, baby.
Yeah.
And we're still fucking watching this shit. I am sucked right back in.
By the way, yeah, okay, you got it.
I love this shit. This episode, I've been so demoralized. Not demoralized, but I just...
I feel you.
I've been out of, I've been like, fuck this show. They should just cancel it.
Yep.
But god damn this episode.
If all of the episodes were paced like this, not even maybe less than this, just a little less, I think it would be a more successful show.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
Because remember how I was saying, I feel like I could just watch every other episode and just skip the filler and not miss anything, and
Yeah.
that's what happened last week. I didn't fucking watch shit. And
And you didn't miss shit.
I
Yeah.
didn't miss shit.
And you didn't even feel like you missed
I
anything,
didn't.
right?
Everything happened this episode.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if they somehow spread out everything a little bit more evenly,
The
I
thing
think it
is-
would make it more...
Honestly, I think this show would do a lot better if it was like one of those like Netflix series where it was only like 10 episodes a season or 6 episodes a season. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because they get shit rolled. I guarantee you, they would not be wasting all these.
Well, it's
episodes
because
and
they
shit.
have the mid-season finales, so they can have more production.
Yeah.
Because it's I think Rick makes fucking... I forgot. My boss was saying he makes $1 million an episode or some bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's
hell
an
no.
insane amount of money.
But that's my point too.
and it's
Like they'd be
like-
saving so much more money if they went only 6 episodes a season.
Oh, well,
and shit.
but
people would be-
they wouldn't be making as much money though. Is what I'm
Oh,
getting
I
at.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
And that's why they're doing it, because it's basically these mid-season finales are basically just regular seasons.
Yeah.
They're just calling them mid-seasons so they can only be 6-8 episodes.
So my first point that I got right
Huh?
here is Negan knows Dwight is a traitor. Well, here's the thing.
He doesn't know.
I wrote that down when the first
You were
opening
drunk?
scene. No. Well, no. I mean, I am drunk, but I'm saying
Just to
that
clarify.
I wrote that down when because it was the first couple scenes and didn't it look like Negan and you even pointed out Simon. It
He
looked like
seems suspicious.
yeah, it looked like they were
Oh, yes.
testing Dwight.
His sarcasm.
Let's talk about
Well,
that.
before you start talking about Simon, just focus on Negan, and it's you know how his smug sarcasm and stuff.
Yeah.
It felt like he knew something that we don't.
Yeah,
And then it's then he starts interacting with Simon, and then that you start getting that vibe. But then I didn't feel that way because I felt that Simon was trying to had some side shit going on.
with Rick, yeah.
Uh,
Although we don't know that for sure, we just
we
assume,
don't. That's
yeah.
what I thought it was going on. That's why he made him not ride his bike or whatever. But knowing what I felt was the truth, I just feel that I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Anyway, it's cool.
JK.
Cause yeah, man, it's just after watching the whole episode, obviously we realize that it's not the case that Negan actually suspects Dwight, but that's how it felt when we first seen that. When it first opens up with that scene and shit.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it definitely has the vibe that, off camera, off screen, Negan told Simon, hey, go and press this guy, cause blah, 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 whatever. But then Simon inputted that information and was like, oh, hey, Negan's worried about this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I can turn
Take
him.
advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Simon always, to me, seemed somebody that was maybe not on par with Negan, but just kind of the wolves are always
Yeah.
out. You know what I
Especially
mean?
after
So-
these last couple episodes where it's like Negan just fucking made him sit down in his place where he's like, no, we need to kill the Hilltop people.
Yeah.
And then Negan's like, no, we're supposed to save them, bullshit.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, and then once
There have been
Negan...
scenes.
That's just more proof that skipping an episode did nothing to you, because it all like you know exactly what was going on.
Yeah, how the fuck have you stayed in touch, bitch?
No, that's what because his theory's correct.
No, yeah, that's
He can skip
I'm
every
woke,
other
bitches. I
episode.
drink a lot of water.
His theory's correct that you can
No,
skip
yeah.
every other episode and you're perfectly fine on this show.
Throughout these last 2 seasons, there have been scenes where Negan kind of puts down Simon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
according to Simon's character, Simon don't take no shit.
Nah.
You
Look
know
at that
what I mean?
mustache, man. Like, nope.
So it would only be natural for him to maybe start plotting against Negan and stuff. And maybe this is the beginning of that.
And Negan fucking as a leader, Negan feels that it's like he understands that there's disarray in his ranks. I mean, considering that it's like he keeps on basically kissing Rick's ass to not kill them and shit. You know, despite them
Well,
constantly defying him. So it's like, you know,
I edit that shit out.
Rick
Not
has
really, but
definitely made Negan look bad
yeah,
on a couple of occasions now.
and vice versa
And
too.
everybody else is seeing that too, so it's like, of course, he's gonna be a little bit worried. He's gonna be a little suspicious, or what's the word? Anxious. I
Yeah.
guess. Not the word I wanted to use.
But damn. Let's move on to the next point because I forgot. Oh no, because I want to keep on that same train of thought of Simon being like a traitor's
A double agent.
a double agent. Yeah. All right. So because I'm gonna skip a little bit. We'll go back to some of the other points that I wanted to make from the other episode, but I want to get on this topic first, and that's that. What do you guys think? Is Simon working with Rick, or is he just taking advantage of the fact that Rick is attacking Negan at this point?
I think he's just taking advantage.
It seemed like they were in cahoots with each other.
Sure, they have a common goal: get rid of Negan.
Yeah.
Once Negan was out of the picture, you saw what Simon did.
Mhm.
You know, he's leading the pack now. Even though he's calling everybody Negan, he's ruling it.
How's that saying go? Damn.
Sheep's
No. Enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Whoa, that's some like twin shit. You guys just read each other's mind. That's such a
No, that's a common
That's
phrase.
okay. Well,
Like,
fuck,
yeah.
I live
I
under a
forget who
rock.
says it, but yeah.
No. But I mean, that does come into play, and kudos to the writers if that's the case. If they wrote that into the show, you know
I
what I
want to
mean?
give
'Cause
them credit for that.
that's real shit. Like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And high key, you just see that in everyday life type shit. Hopefully you don't, but it's just real. Like, it's Machiavellian, if anything.
Either or.
Well, if
I'm
we're talking
ignorant
about
when it comes
if
to
we're talking about
Machiavelli.
like nature, like I really like you were bringing up
He doesn't.
fucking I'm chill Hillary Clinton fucking.
Whoa,
bitch.
we'll get to that. We'll
okay,
get to that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead. Next.
Alright, so okay, I guess so. You guys are in agreement that you guys
Common goal.
that Simon is just basically taking advantage that
Yeah.
Rick's attacking Negan. Okay, yeah, because that's what I thought too initially. But Robert did bring up a good point later on, which I forget, and I know we're gonna bring up later because I got it written down here. But he made a good point that it sounded, or at least when he brought it up, it felt like they could actually be in communication with each other.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Rick and Simon?
Rick and Simon,
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That could be a possibility.
So we'll see. Yeah.
I might love that if it happens, actually, but
Yeah, that should be
Who knows?
cool.
if they play it right, it'll be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me
Yeah.
go to the next
Ooh,
point.
that's a
Then.
nice suit.
Negan telling Bloodline. Oh, so I just want to bring up the point. Like, how'd you guys feel about that scene with Negan dipping Lucille in that bucket of like guts
that
and
was
shit,
cool.
and then telling her like, "You've never looked more beautiful," or
See,
something like that.
And that's what we were talking about, his like emotional attachment to Lucille. It's like
Oh, good point. Yes, you got to bring because. All right, so again, we're skipping.
First off,
This is at the later of the episode, but
no. Before you say that, first off, let me just say that is great fucking just porn, period. Because I mean, I'm just leaning into what you're trying to say, but that's just great porn because the way that fucking
Emotional porn, you
Dean, like, just oh, yours looks so beautiful. That shit.
It was lust.
It makes me horny as fuck. Not to say that it actually makes me horny.
Nah, dude,
but
that's what you said. Corn syrup and
fuck
red.
it makes me horny as fuck.
Corn syrup gets
But
you hard.
then now say what you were gonna say.
No, I was just gonna say that like it's perfect like foreshadowing of what we were talking about earlier, and like I said, not foreshadowing. That's the wrong term. But like in other words, it makes perfect sense to how what we were talking about. How like when Rick lights up Lucille and Negan's reaction of just like you better fucking not, like that emotional connection that he has with Lucille.
And that's what makes me horny.
It's foreshadowed. I think it is the right word that I want to use.
No, not foreshadow. Parallel?
No,
Parallel
Foreshadow's like a prediction, and it's not predicting anything.
Yeah, you're right.
It's-
I'm just a little buzzed.
If anything, it's not a foreshadowing, but it's more kind of like a
It's a
this-
callback,
edit this
basically.
out.
In other words, they
jurisdiction,
set it up.
explanation, fucking justification.
When the scene where he has Lucille in a bucket of guts and calling her beautiful is setting up that scene for when Rick lights her up.
Parallel.
And that's what makes me
Ah.
horny as fuck. No. You're right.
It's true.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what that scene was.
Because
And it's funny because, it's fucking Negan being all smug and shit.
and that's exactly what makes me horny as fuck. Because think about
Corn
it.
syrup.
last episode, we're over here tripping out because, oh fuck, Negan thought up a plan that he's gonna go infect
Oh,
the
I know.
whole hilltop
Dude,
community
that's-
and shit.
I forgot about that. I thought that's dope. I thought that's cool.
And then in this episode, you got him fucking driving in that sick ass motherfucking Mustang, or I don't know what kind of car it was, but right next to
Rest
him.
in peace, fuck.
Right next to him, he's got that bucket filled up with zombie blood, and Lucille's just right there chilling. And then you added the extra fact that he named the bat Lucille because that was the name of his ex-wife.
No, not his ex-wife. His wife when she died.
Oh, okay.
They were
Oh,
Well,
married.
ex,
well,
because
yeah,
in the sense
well.
that she's dead.
Yeah, but like
That's
ex.
ex-wife.
The love
I know,
of his
but-
life.
I get that. But ex, the way that it sounds, it makes it sound like
No,
she
you're
died
right.
like divorced
I
or
get
something.
what you're
and
saying.
shit.
Yeah. The love of his life, though.
Well, I mean,
If it's his wife, that better be the
I guess
love of
his
his
wife
wife.
I guess after she died, yes.
Alright, let's not be
Because
politically
I'm
correct.
just going with the comic book.
Alright,
here.
whatever.
And the comic book, he cheated on her all the time and shit. It wasn't until after she died that he was all like, "Oh, I
He
love
cheated on
her."
her because she couldn't smash. That's why.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of the
That's
cases.
why he
Hey,
did it.
so.
It doesn't justify it, but it's like he still loved her. I think. I don't see how you would be able to say you love someone and
Damn, I
But
kind of like
whatever,
my
that's
version
what-
better. But
Hey, I think I ruined your idea. That
yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
well.
Negan seems more like a bad guy now too. I thought he was one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Rick's the real bad guy.
to the other way.
hey, this what I know is from the comic book, so it might be different in like what the story.
They're
that's
gonna
from.
be very similar.
Bro, the comics are what matters.
Nothing
Not really.
else matters.
Anyways, well, whatever. Regardless, it was his wife. I forgot what the fuck I was saying about that.
You guys are talking about Lucille. And
Oh, yeah, that fucking scene. Thank you, Eddie.
Mhm.
That fucking scene where he's just got Lucille dipped in some zombie blood.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And just before that, there was that scene where he's telling these people, like, don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Just wound them and make sure that they turn. Or some shit.
Yeah.
Something to the extent that.
He's just there's just a scare tactic. That's all they're trying to do.
And then he's driving in a motherfucking sick ass whip. Lucille dipped in a bucket full of zombie blood. Like, yeah, I'm about to go
Shit's
fuck
going
some
down.
shit up. Yeah. And he looks over. He's like, hey, beautiful.
And then intro, like
Yeah.
da-na-na-na-na. I thought that was a really good shot.
That was.
That's
And that's why I wrote it
hard.
down. That's why I wrote it down because yeah, you guys are right. Like it was a pretty good shot, a good scene. I like it. This episode was good. I think we're all in agreement with that.
Mhm.
Definitely.
We'll
I'm glad I didn't skip on this one.
I know, seriously. We'll grade it after this stuff. Alright, next point I have is, where the fuck are they getting all the gas? It's been
Yeah, you
years,
said that shit. That
months.
shit was so funny.
Like, why are they still got cars that are running? Like,
Well, okay, so there's like a bunch of memes on Reddit, and then it's like they're making fun of America for like always looking for oil and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like they have a picture of someone dabbing like the oil off of a pizza, and they'll Photoshop like U.S. soldiers on it, and it's just that's what it is. It's just this is so far into the future where it's like we've depleted everyone else's oil, and America's the only place with oil. Fossil fuels.
Yes, so,
I mean, you know.
yeah, man. I mean, if we're gonna go any route, that's the route we'd go. Cause yeah, in any realistic setting, they would have expunged all the available gas around there. already.
like we were in we're still in a drought, I guess. You know, like so it's like, and that shit like we get rainfall every year.
Yeah,
You know, like
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fantasy world. Hey, I'm gonna give it.
natural resource.
I'm gonna give it the Marvel.
Superman can stop time.
Exactly.
No, reverse time.
Whatever.
He gets the
Reverse
pass.
time.
The comic book pass. It's like,
Jesus.
all right, whatever. Let's move on.
If only I could do that with like my diet, you know. Like,
If only I
This-
could do
these
that with my life.
these these years don't count. Your cocaine years. Sorry.
Let's see. I have next point I have written down here is Enid, Rosita, Michonne, and Maggie talk about what they need to do.
Oh,
All the bitches I
Bad
would
Girls
fuck
Club.
if I could.
Except Enid, she's so lame.
I'd fuck the shit out of her.
What? Oh my god!
She's
Like,
beautiful.
that's not what we're talking about.
No, but I'm just saying.
Oh my
Well,
God.
Alef brought up the fact that they're all
Oh
in
my
one
God.
scene. I remember thinking, God
My
damn,
heart
all the
belongs to
bitches that I
Rosita.
find sexy as fuck in one fucking camera.
Oh,
And just to bring up the
Stop.
point, just for
And by
those people-
bitches, I mean beautiful women.
For those people listening, Robert is aware that Enid, the actress, is over 18. So
he didn't at first though.
Yeah,
He was
I
gambling.
wasn't.
He's
I
a
I'm
wasn't.
trying to
gambler.
help you out, motherfucker.
He's a
Shut the fuck up.
gambler. No, he's
I
a
don't give a
gambling
fuck.
man. He's a gambling
Fuck,
man.
bro. Real life, I wouldn't do shit, but I
In
keep.
real life, we don't
I was thinking
know.
of Enid as being fucking, what's homeboy's name? Carl's age. So
That's
it's like, to
weird.
me,
That's 14,
she was
bitch.
17,
That's so
16. What the
I
fuck?
was 14 in the show.
Okay, well, let the record be known that I assume that they were like 16, 17.
Still, that's fucking
Oh,
Alabama, motherfucker, over
Hey, bitch, is it legal?
in Alabama.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Motherfucker. Unfiltered, baby.
And I'm just throwing words out there because of Roy Moore, but whatever. That's a
Look,
different
all
topic.
I'm saying is I don't give a motherfucker, because I know all y'all bitches are fake.
What?
No, not you guys, not you guys. I'm talking to whoever's listening to this.
So you're
Oh my
insulting
god,
the
don't
audience?
yell at like the 4 people that are listening.
Yeah, you're insulting the
Yeah.
audience, motherfucker?
He doesn't mean that.
I'm insulting whoever tries to pinch this shit on me.
Well, stop
That's
saying
it.
shit to get pinched for.
Alright,
Stop trying to fuck
for the-
little 12-year-olds.
I know who I am.
For the record.
I know who I. Oh my
For
god.
the record, Robert's drunk. He doesn't know what he's saying.
That doesn't justify.
I do know what I'm
anything.
saying.
Oh
I'm the
my
Eddie
God.
Bravo of
Can
this
we
fucking
move on?
podcast.
Oh my god.
Next
Why does
point,
it
next
always
point.
go back to incest?
What the fuck?
Everything always.
Wait,
Oh, incest. Sorry.
Wait, what the fuck?
That was a blunder on my bad. My bad. I didn't mean incest.
into incest.
It's because every time like we like talk, it like somehow ends up on incest for some reason. But this time it wasn't.
I had no idea that was the
I'm gonna
case.
point it
What
out
did you
every time. I meant like rape, like underage shit, which has nothing to do with incest. I get it.
Don't no, this guy.
Oh my God, I'm
fuck
not
this
the one
guy.
trying
Don't
to-
listen to him. All right, this is stupid. What the fuck? We never talk about rape on this shit.
What were we talking about? Enid right now? Is that her name?
We do?
Talk about.
We discuss rape a lot?
Well, I mean, no, not a lot, but
I swear to God, you better not cut any of this.
No, hell no.
Oh my
not,
God.
not a lot, but I'm just saying when it comes up on the show, like for instance, when those fools were trying to rape Carl, and fucking Rick had to rip out that dude's neck.
That
out.
happened on this? We've only
Yeah.
done like 2 or 3.
No, I know, not. I'm talking about the show overall.
Oh.
I'm just bringing up that shit.
Yeah, but like we've only done like 2 or 3 podcasts on.
Oh,
Walking
you're trying
Dead.
to get me on those episodes?
No, I'm
Of course
just
not.
saying this motherfucker's over
No,
here talking
I
about.
swear,
we
every
discuss
time-
rape a lot. I'm like,
every-
oh shit, is that?
I swear.
Do we really? Like, is that a
You know
thing?
what? Then maybe I'm high. But I swear, every
Why
time
do
like
you
we do,
associate us with rape, bro?
no. Every time like we do like a podcast or something, somewhere along in the conversation, like, and I felt incest, but I'll like withdraw that and just say rape in general comes up somehow, and I'm
Hey,
just
man,
like,
I'm
what?
not comfortable around you
I
right now.
know, man.
Well, you're drunk, so don't worry about it.
I might want to rape you. Who knows?
Eh, nah.
All right,
But for real,
let's move on. I think we've lingered on this topic a little too much now.
Let the record be known. We're all fucked up on some type of level. Eddie's just high on marijuana, which kind of creeps me out. But
That's weird.
And I'll be honest, I am.
I'm
it's all in
resting my
Goodfellow,
liver.
people.
My liver's resting from St. Patrick's
I am
Day.
pretty crossfaded, so.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck what people think. So
No,
this
yeah,
is a beautiful conversation.
Ugh.
I hope it gets uploaded.
it is.
Well, it is.
It's gonna be funny as fuck listening to it in 10 years.
I only edit when it gets too extreme, if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna show my kids this shit.
How do you guys feel about Rick? First of all, I want to know what the fuck the plan was, because there's something going on with Rick. He's doing something, and then all of a sudden he decides to fuck it. I'm gonna go fucking.
Well, he
get
sees
Negan.
the car. Negan.
I know, but what was the original plan? Was there an original plan?
Dog, his
or-
son just died.
I get that.
Ain't
His-
no planning when that
Let me
shit goes
finish.
down.
Let me finish. I get that.
It's fucking war times, nigga.
I get.
Your kid just died. Nigga. Imagine your son.
We
you have a
understand.
son. He dies.
His
Whatever plan you come. Oh, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, no,
Let him
no.
finish.
Whatever plan of action you decide to carry on after your son dies, are you really gonna fucking think about what you do as soon as you see the motherfucker that kills your kid?
The question was there any plan or was it just impulsiveness? And you
Oh, I
just
think I
answered,
answered it.
yeah.
I don't think. I didn't. Was there a plan before?
I didn't see last episode, but I would assume
No.
it's
Just
impulse.
no, because there wasn't a plan.
I would assume
like-
it was just impulse. He's just fucking waiting for
Mike. Waiting for what?
Negan. I thought he was just waiting for Negan.
Where was he?
He
Because
was like on a hilltop or some fucking overview.
Yeah.
And that's how he saw them passing.
oh,
And
okay.
I was
So
under
he.
the assumption that he was gonna signal the Bad Girls Club.
Well, the reason I asked is because like I was writing at the time, and the only
Yeah.
thing I saw was a shot of Rick kind of contemplating shit, and then the next thing I saw was him fucking taking off for Negan.
Yeah.
So that's why I wasn't like aware of everything that happened.
was mid rip.
Alright. So in other words, he saw them like caravanning.
Yeah, he saw them, and that's when he's just like, "Oh fuck you, Negan! I'm gonna fucking take you out right
Okay. All right. That makes more sense then.
now." They're playing it. We could watch it again.
Well, I mean, we'll watch it as we talk about
We'll
it.
see, like what's going on.
Because we've been talking more than an hour.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, look, this was a badass fucking episode.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
I loved it. I am hooked right back in.
Mm.
I'm digging on this show. It's on par with Fear the Walking Dead. Because, I don't know, you guys didn't know this, but Fear the Walking Dead was above this for me. You know what I mean? So it's like
I would
The Walking
imagine
Dead-
so. It's got more shit going on because
Yeah.
things are still in the beginning stages in Fear, right?
Well, yeah.
Like as far as the infection goes,
Well,
not
it's
that,
been a while.
not that much.
Outbreak.
Yeah, not that much time has passed.
It's been a while now. No, yeah, it's been. I would say like in Fear the Walking Dead, it's at the very least has been at least 10 months.
With
Yeah,
Rick,
that's not a long time.
with
Yeah.
Walking Dead though.
For 3 seasons, 4 seasons.
we come in with Rick waking up from a coma. Who
3
knows
months
how
later.
long?
Yeah.
I don't remember
No.
how long.
3 months.
Okay, but so he just kind of steps into this world that already has existed for 3 months. But with Fear, we get the beginning outbreak where the initial thing, everything is normal.
Yeah.
I think we even get some scenes like that where everything's normal as it should be, normal life. Boom. But then all of a sudden, you start seeing little episodes here and there, and then the outbreak, boom, and they have to flee where they live,
Mm-hmm.
and they get caught up in some little community.
Are you talking about Fear or?
I'm talking about Fear,
Okay.
and the military tries to fucking contain it, but as naturally, and I'm not talking shit about the service, but I'm just saying, as naturally, the military tries to constrain it and fucking hold it in.
Well, no, I
and
think
keep information away from the people.
I don't think
and then-
it's just the military. I think it's just human nature. Those in power always try to keep those in like underneath them in control by keeping information away and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not human. It's not the military. It's human nature. Is what it is. But when Negan calls out Rick inside the fucking
Oh,
house,
the prick.
yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, Colin like nice surprise. I was like, oh shit,
That
that's
was
funny.
clever.
Hey, prick.
Maggie, Michelle, and Enid meet up with Georgie. Who the fuck is Georgie?
The Clinton
Yeah,
bit.
no,
Oh.
Hillary Clinton.
I think
and
we
shit.
talked about that. I want to fuck all of that.
Wait, what?
No,
Maggie,
no, no,
Michonne,
no, no,
and
no,
Enid.
No, I know, but I'm talking about when they meet Hillary Clinton, or at least the lady that
The
looks
Bad
like
Girls
Hillary
Club
Clinton.
meets the.
Remember when Hillary
female
Clinton with the two
Negan?
lesbian?
No. Fuck that bitch though.
No, yeah.
I
Initially,
know what you're saying.
you said yeah, fuck that shit.
Within the show. Fuck that bitch.
Why?
She's a Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
my God. That's why I was trying to argue with you because yeah,
I guarantee you. Look,
We're not arguing with you.
March.
She's a
March
female
what?
Negan,
March 19th.
she's the opposite of Negan.
but she's still female Negan.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
regardless of what spectrum,
Mhm.
you know, she's more understanding.
March 19th, 2018.
Well, more logical than Negan
Wait,
is.
let him finish so we can move on.
That's he's just logging the date
Mhm.
about
What's the
like
date
for Hillary Clinton or something.
That bitch is gonna turn out to be a Hillary Clinton, bro. She's gonna be the
You
new
mean the
bad
character?
The character.
Georgina or whatever it
Yeah.
is?
Bro, we're talking about the show, man.
Georgie?
Come on, man.
Alright, so you're saying Georgie's gonna try out to be a Hillary Clinton in what
That's her
sense?
name?
Georgie, yes.
The old lady?
Yeah.
The old lady.
In the sense
Yeah, she's
that
gonna be
she's
like
a
if they're not gonna.
conniving fucking cunt.
I wouldn't say conniving, but yeah.
I just want to get it clear so that we can make a clear definition of when it does or does
I
not
mean, I
happen.
don't know how clear I can get this.
Yeah, you're pretty drunk, bro.
I am, so make it explain
He's-
it to a drunk person, which is what I am.
He's done twice.
Yeah.
No,
One
he's
more
done
time,
twice
one more
already. Oh my god.
One more time.
She is a conniving.
She's gonna be the next.
Cunt.
She's gonna be the next bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Fucking dick. Georgina.
Rick finally let Negan know that Simon killed the trash people. What do you guys think of that scene?
I mean, duh.
No, but it's because before he didn't know. Remember? Because in
Oh, Negan didn't know that.
Negan
Rick-
didn't know that Simon had killed all the trash people. Remember?
Oh,
Simon-
that's right. No,
Simon,
that's true.
Simon told him
That's
that he
true.
wasn't going to do that,
That's true.
and he ended up doing that. So like, it was just it was interesting to see Simon's face. I mean, Negan's face when like Rick let it be known that fucking Simon had betrayed him and killed all the trash people, which gets paid off in the final shot with Negan and the trash lady in the fucking car.
I think that also kind of just reestablishes the whole like Negan is losing control of his underlings, and they're really like beating towards that. Like he was on top of the world, and Negan's losing it all.
Yeah. Simon and Rick team up.
I see, and I'm gonna disagree, and I don't think it's a team up. I think it's just like a temporary alliance because both of their goals are like aligning. Once Simon's like, all right, Negan's gone. Fuck you, Rick. I'm gonna kill you too because your fucking bitch ass don't listen.
I don't think Simon can handle Rick though.
But Simon doesn't know that.
Yeah,
Simon's
Simon
got
doesn't
a big dick, you know?
Simon's in his head.
Yeah.
Simon thinks he can handle it.
Yeah. He thinks he can handle everybody because he is Negan, you know?
And that little speech he gives at the end.
Yeah, like manipulative.
Yeah.
Like, see, if we're gonna call anybody a politician, I'm gonna call Simon the politician.
Yeah, Simon is
because
a
he
politician.
played in. That fool was all like, everybody was all like, "Where's Negan? What the fuck? See, we told you." Blah
We
blah
are
blah.
Negan.
And then he just fucking whipped out his dick, and he's just like, "We are Negan," and like just fucking put everybody in line, like straight up, like
Yeah,
without hesitation, like.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I fucking love this episode.
This is a really
dude.
good episode.
Yeah.
This was a great fucking episode. This.
Stop touching
fucking-
yourself, dude.
No. Input that fucking Godfather Part 3 scene. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. And this is what the fucking episode felt like, dude.
Yeah.
Cause I've been done with this shit.
Yeah.
But just since the fact that we've been talking about it, getting together, like Eddie, it started with you, bro. Like
the podcasting definitely has kept my interest.
Right.
Like,
I
just
love
talking
this
about
shit.
it,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Like just the
It beats work and
conversation.
studying.
The conversation itself is interesting enough. I like it. Yeah. And all right, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next point because otherwise we're gonna be here forever.
I know I'm hungry.
Did Dwight join forces with Simon against Negan? Oh, because it looked at the end. At the end, it looked like fucking. He was regretting.
Oh hell yeah, dude! He's just like, oh shit, what have I done?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I feel that he's kind of like on the same side as Simon, just
Against
because.
Negan.
Because
But he's not on the same side when it comes to like
But he's-
attacking the other group.
right, he's like, oh wait, I didn't mean that, you know. So.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I got
Yeah.
too. So I guess we're on the same
I
side.
feel like that's what we've been talking about the entire time.
Well, that's
for
the
this
whole thing that
podcast.
happened this episode. Fucking Rick and Negan, like finally.
Fucking Simon's the new
like,
Negan,
how
alright,
many-
guys?
How many seasons have we had Negan? Like 2.5 or some bullshit.
It feels like,
Like,
it.
oh my
I think it's only been
God.
one
Done
and a
with
half.
him.
Like yeah.
We'll
this-
make a movie.
Well, no.
motherfucker.
I know for sure at the end of this season, and
they
look,
have to get rid of Negan.
exactly.
They
Either
have to.
get rid, they got to resolve his issue for definitely. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on to. Well, let's kill off the story with Hillary. In other words, Georgina or Georgia or whatever the fuck her name is, Georgie. What'd you guys think of her proposition or the way things ended with her? Anyways, because personally, I feel that things ended. And I trust Georgie, especially after she said that like she's got knowledge about how like to create certain technologies that they don't
And
have
she
in
delivered
Russia.
too.
Yeah,
to be honest.
exactly. So that's why I called her, and I think it was that scene where I called her like the reverse Negan, like the opposite Negan.
She's teaching the fishermen how to fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for her own benefit. And I think she's just a very tactful woman for doing that. She's just like, I'm hooking you up now, but later on, like you're gonna hook me up, and that's it. And it's just that's she even said bartering, and I was just like, oh yeah. Like, for sure, yeah. That's how it should be done.
That's how it should
That's
be.
how a business person,
But then we
business
move on
person.
to the next fucking question and point, which I'm kind of scared to bring up in front of Robert. But that's that's the whole message that might be brought up with the ladies being able to
God.
come together and
Talking about pimping, dog?
What's that?
I said, you talking about pimping?
No.
Pussy for fucking money?
What? No.
What?
I don't know, you said some shit about ladies.
Wow.
That's how God this fool
We were
is.
talking barter system.
Yeah.
No,
I'm talking
about like
Came
women
up
power.
and like, oh
It's-
shit.
It's a woman power
Yeah,
talk.
Pimping that pussy.
We obviously know we're Robert.
Open up
Hey,
your
hey.
ears more than just the key words you're
I'm a
looking
good
for.
guy, but I have dark thoughts.
I have dark wow.
Anyways, what I'm bringing up is that the fact that like in this episode, the dudes have been in constant conflict with each other, fighting against each other and shit like that, whereas the ladies have been like coming together to create a better future.
And
shit like
and
that.
you kind of see that with the Lesbo Island. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
I know
though?
what you're
Because
talking
it's like
about.
all of their dudes were killed. I don't know the community.
Yeah, the female.
The Amazons.
Yeah.
They didn't have fucking drama because all
Yeah.
the dudes were dead, and it's just like, you know, maybe like some sort of metaphor in the writers or some shit, but it's like men are greedy, like.
That's what it definitely seems like.
And that's a fucking agenda that they're pushing.
I don't think
I don't
it
think
is.
it's
I think it's just a coincidence that it's we're high and seeing
you
that.
got the theorist mindset.
Don't
man.
underestimate the agenda. Is all
There
I'm
is
saying.
no agenda.
Don't
How
say
do
that's
you
gonna
know
provoke
that?
the idea.
How
Don't
do
say
you-
that.
How do
It's
you
just
know that
we
there
don't.
is no
We
agenda?
don't. We don't.
Exactly. Okay,
But you
good.
don't know that there is either.
Well, I'm just putting the thought out there.
And that's
just in case
fine.
there is.
That's fine.
I like burning zombies.
Well, dude, that was so cool. Flaming
Right.
zombies.
Right, the way they fucking Rick lit up all the zombies with the fucking burning Lucille.
That was super extra.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
pretty dope. That was a good shot right there. Any points? Any
Oh, well, kind of rewinding a little bit before that whole fight, I thought that was pretty sick. Like with the tomahawk. He like
Oh,
throws
yeah.
a tomahawk at Negan and it makes him like fall off the stairs or whatever. And then like, I know I yelled like cut his fingers off, but he should have just fucking thrown the tomahawk at his head. You know what I
that
mean? Like
would've been sick.
from the top and be done with it. But then we wouldn't have a show, I guess.
But no, not only that, but like, even in the process, like I didn't even think of that. What you just said, like, if it was me in this situation, I think even I would have aimed for the fingers because that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Torture?
Seeing someone, no, not torture, but just seeing someone hanging. You know what
It's
I mean?
just available.
Yeah, exactly. You see, that's the first thing that comes to mind because that's the first thing you think of when you're
Yeah.
looking at someone holding on for dear
I'm
life.
trying to justify it by him just trying to take revenge on him and trying
Yeah.
to make him suffer as much. But, you know, I don't know.
All right, well, let's.
Fuck Negan.
Goddamn psychopath, you're gonna kill us both. And then Rick replies with, as long as it's you first.
Yeah, no, for real though. Like, I felt that passion, dude.
That was a good shot. Man, you guys, like you guys said, this is a fucking good episode. Because you're right. As long as it's you first. It had good writing, good acting, good direction overall. Alright, let's get to the fucking final of this episode. Let's rate this bitch. Even though I still got like, let's see.
Just finish.
Alright. I'm gonna go through the fucking points here just to get it with. Hillary Clinton, interesting to me because she holds an important thing, knowledge. And I wrote that in quotations.
Well,
But we already went through that.
yeah.
So we're good on that. What are they trying to say with the guys fighting and the girls getting along? We already talked about that as well. Michonne's message to Enid about Carl meaning there's something after fighting. You guys want to talk about that?
Sure.
How do you guys feel about that?
I don't know.
That scene where like fucking Enid's talking about like how she wants to kill Hillary Clinton and how she shouldn't trust
I
anybody.
love how we
shit
keep
like
on
that.
calling her Hillary.
I kind of got weirded out by that right now. I'm like, what the fuck? She said that? Let's watch the episode again.
A common motif in this episode was emotions, like especially amongst the men, like taking control of their logic, and how the women have been more calm, cool-headed, and being more tactful. Because it's like was Enid bad girl scene, bad girl club, whatever. Enid's like, let's fucking kill them all and take all their shit. Maggie's like, no, we're taking it back to Hilltop. Mm-hmm. You know. She's being smart about it. Even Michonne was even like, let's just make the trade and be done with it.
Yeah.
Like, Maggie was the one that was... And it's like, I just feel that Michonne maybe she didn't learn it, maybe she did. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but she's trying to convey that to Enid that it's like you can't be emotional.
You can't burn all the bridges. In other words,
Right.
You gotta keep some bridges open to make a future.
And I think it's really funny because women are often seen as like emotional and not level-headed in terms of high stress environments, when it's like in reality they're the ones that are fucking keeping shit all together.
From my experience, it's like
In the show, we're talking about the show.
All right. Well, next point I have is Simon messages we are Negan. Oh, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Dwight not liking Simon's idea of killing the other groups. We've talked about that again. All right. The last scene of the fucking episode. And I know we already kind of talked about it and shit.
Oh.
And Robert's already asleep, motherfucker.
I'm listening.
I'm resting my eyes.
But let's talk about the last point. Fucking the trash lady capturing Negan.
Yes, dude, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that
because it's
coming.
like we just see like Negan gone, and I was so butthurt. I was like, "Fucking Rick, you had one fucking job. Now this shit's gonna drag on for the rest of the season." And fucking trash bitch got him.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And she just fucking what is it called when you like hit him with the gun?
Pistol whip.
Pistol whip. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah.
She's sexy as fuck. I love it. That's
You know what?
my
It's
low-key baby girl right there.
Not Enid?
No, it's her. I love her. She's sexy. She seems like she's so freaky shit. She's the type of girl that, like, if I were to do some sex shit with her, like if she were to suck my dick and try to put her fucking fingers in my booty hole, oh man.
I'd be okay with it.
I wouldn't be okay with it, but I'd just be kind of like, oh man, what do I do?
What do I do? Yamada!
Anyways,
That's how questionable that's how questionable the level of her sexiness is.
And with that, let's grade
sexy
this
as fuck.
episode.
Yeah.
I give this episode an 8 out of 10.
Oh, I'm back in. That's
8
a
out of
10
10?
for me.
Yeah, this was a solid 8.
I'm
Like a
fucking
good,
right
that's,
back
for
into
me,
The
that's a
Walking Dead.
good episode. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like I feel like it could still be even more epic than what it was.
Really?
But, yeah.
Considering it's just like a random, like it's still what number is this?
12.
12. When did the mid-season start?
I want to say 9.
So we're like in the middle of the mid-season.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, never mind. Okay, then I'd give it like a 9.
Okay.
Considering that like all of the episodes are usually lackluster.
Yeah.
You know, considering I don't fucking watch half of them.
Yeah. Look, I'm just giving you what I feel.
That's why me too.
Maybe
I'm gonna give it a
after
9.
You make some good points, you might turn me into a 9 too. But
I'm not trying to
the way I'm
convince
feeling right now, I'm feeling right now, it's an 8 for me. What about you, bro?
I'm a fucking 10.
Oh
Love
damn!
Yeah, it sucked them back in, and I agree with him. This one definitely rekindled my interest in the show a little
maybe I'm
bit.
just being too like fucking hard.
It's
on
so
it then.
funny because it's like every time like we're hard on something, you're like, "Oh, it's the best shit ever." I'm gonna give it a 12 out of 10, and then we're like, "This is the best episode ever." You're like, "It could have been better." And I'm just like, "Fuck."
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I'm always
But
right.
I'm just telling you how I feel, man. I can only tell you how I feel. I can't tell you how shit is. Really.
El Cabron signing out.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we're done.
we're good. See you guys next week. Lates.